so proud of you guys.
No.
That is not true.
Imagine democracy on fire, and the cure is artificial intelligence. Political lies, misinformation, 2 words, endless damage. A single tweet can spark outrage faster than any protest. A viral video claiming election fraud can tear apart the fabric of trust between neighbors and even states. And where do these lies live? On platforms like Facebook, X, once Twitter, and amplified by politicians who know exactly which emotional buttons to press. But what if AI could finally stop the bleeding? Not by policing speech, but by making truth more contagious than lies. If you're into smart solutions that challenge the status quo, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We can't change the system without you. Picture this: November 2020. Millions watch their screens as Donald Trump claims election fraud, shares unverified evidence, and encourages lawsuits nationwide. Facebook allows the posts. X becomes a hive of outrage. Hashtags trend. Suddenly, a significant chunk of Americans believes the election was stolen, despite dozens of court rulings and audits saying otherwise. Flash forward to today, 2025. Trump repeats themes of fraud, rigged systems, and deep state corruption. X, under changing leadership, reinstates his account multiple times. Each move ignites renewed waves of reshares and memes. Meta rolls out a transparency report. Kim Petras sings into your algorithmic heart, sure, but are you fed facts or feelings? Divide your screen. One side shows pro-Trump rallies chanting "Stop the Steal." The other shows journalists fact-checking those claims. But in the noise, both sides live in separate realities. People feel betrayed. They don't even know whom to trust. Their neighbor doesn't believe their vote counted. That's not panic. That's societal fracture. History already taught us. 2016's Cambridge Analytica rocked global trust in media with psychographics, micro-targeting, and voter profiling. Ads disguised as memes. The effects were real. Fast forward to today. Lies are amplified by real-time analytics. AI-run bots spread messages faster than any fact-checker can react. And this isn't ancient history. It's happening now. The fault lines are clear. Donald Trump is a master of the viral lie. Even when his claims are discredited, they ignite attention. His content is emotional, controversial, and deliberately simple. That combination fuels fast reactions in echo chambers. Meta, despite calling itself a neutral platform, operates as a media company that thrives on engagement. Emotionally charged lies bring clicks, comments, and profit. Labeling exists, yes, but it's like a fire extinguisher in a wildfire. And X, previously known as Twitter, functions like a high-speed rumor engine. Its policies fluctuate. Trump is banned, then unbanned, moderation staff come and go, and the result is confusion. The deeper issue is that algorithms reward outrage. Nuanced truth is slow, quiet, and boring by comparison. In a country obsessed with free speech, any attempt to regulate content is met with cries of censorship. Fact-checkers, no matter how diligent, are slow. A false post spreads in seconds. A correction arrives hours later, buried in the noise. Political incentives fracture further. The right claims suppression. The left worries about unchecked lies. No one agrees on who decides what's true. Right now, the Supreme Court is debating whether platforms like X and Meta should be legally responsible for content. Meta's recent transparency report shows that of 100 million flagged posts, only 30% were labeled in time. Elon Musk's latest move, community-driven moderation, has been met with applause and alarm. Some users call it democratic, others see it as chaos. And in this tension, one fact becomes clear. These companies don't have a reason to fix the problem. Misinformation pays. Truth gets throttled. This is where AI steps in, not as ruler, but as an architect, an analyst, and an alarm system. Imagine this timeline. In the first 6 months, we build an open-source lie detection model. It's collaborative, transparent, and trained continuously. Meta and X are offered a deal. Host this model and allow it to flag viral misinformation. When a post spikes with disinfo signals, it gets a label. likely false claim, verified by Truth Ally. We also launch an oversight board made up of journalists, digital rights experts, and regular citizens. They audit every quarter and publish their findings. Next comes integration. Within a year and a half, this AI is everywhere. Hover over a post and see its fact summary, confidence score, and supporting sources. Install a browser extension called Truth Assist, which empowers you to verify claims before sharing. Political content now requires linked sources, and if those sources are missing or unverifiable, the system suggests a review. The AI also monitors video and audio content, catching manipulated clips and synthetic voice distortions before they go viral. Over the next few years, this system matures. Real-time civic dashboards let citizens see misinformation rates in their region. Schools and media outlets use interactive education games to teach digital literacy. Public figures are given a truth score, a transparent, evolving metric based on the accuracy of their statements. Accountability becomes visible. And here's the best part. Donald Trump can still speak. He is not silenced, but his ability to weaponize viral disinformation is blocked. Platforms like Meta and X become allies, not by choice, but by necessity. Hosting AI tools and accepting public audits earns them regulatory peace and user trust. And when it comes to final decisions, whether to ban someone, label a claim, or reverse a flag, it's not AI. It's always human, trained staff, independent auditors, even jury-style citizen panels. AI helps, but humans decide. It's autopilot with a conscience. AI flags turbulence, but people choose the course. Let's be honest, no system is perfect. There will be false positives, a joke flagged as a lie, a satire account labeled as misleading. But that's why every label comes with an appeals process, a visible log of decisions, and regular human reviews. Bad actors will try to trick the AI, feeding it false patterns to corrupt the model. That's why we test constantly, train with adversarial examples, and use red team simulations. Some people will accuse the system of being overbearing. They'll say it's just more censorship. That's why all AI actions are logged, audited, and reversible. Transparency is the shield against conspiracy. And what about speed? If the AI moves too slow, disinfo wins. That's why we'll run real-time pipelines with cloud and edge computing, pushing alerts as fast as posts go viral. Smaller publishers might say it's too expensive to join. We counter with open-source tools, grant-funded licenses, and plug-and-play integrations. No gatekeeping, no paywalls for truth. This isn't a perfect system, but it's one that evolves, with people watching, with everyone involved. So imagine this. You wake up, you scroll, and instead of doom-scrolling lies and outrage, you see facts, context, and clarity. You can still argue, still disagree, but now you share a foundation. Truth is visible, it's clickable, it's not buried or manipulated. This is a world where you and your neighbor, even with different political views, can trust the basic facts, where candidates earn trust through measurable honesty, where misinformation isn't just a talking point, but a tracked signal with real consequences. You hold democracy in your hands because you chose to build something better. If this vision makes sense to you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're building something smarter, together.